After the crazy windy week that we had last week, we're having a beautiful fall day today. I think the high is plus 14. It isn't windy at all. I'm pretty sure the wind's coming from the backside of the island a little bit, so it's going to be deceiving in front of the island, but it's not too bad. And what I'm off to do now is go take the little red boat back into town. So if the wind's behind me, it'll push me all the way to town. Shouldn't be a bumpy ride. I was going to take 2 kids with me, but we discovered that somebody doesn't have their life jacket with them. It's in Dad's boat, so it's just gonna be me and Russell, I guess. I always like walking the beach trail in the fall time. It's so pretty. This year we had so much wind and not a lot of rain, so a lot of these trees aren't having beautiful colors, but some of them are still existent. Oh dear, I forgot the filter. My arch nemesis, the jerry can. I just about forgot our handy dandy little filter. I've featured this in a video before. It's a water separator. Keeps water out of all of our machines. Whoop. Need a whole bunch to get back to town. Maybe like half a tank, I don't know. John's not going to want to keep old gas in here, so there's no point filling it up. That should be fine. Oh.
Catwalk.
Doing a catwalk. Well, due to the lack of life jackets, just me and my little bro heading to town, and his bike. We couldn't go without that because we might be in town for an hour or so waiting on our ride for Dad to get off work. Then we'll jump in his boat. Yeah?
You know what?
What?
I see the red boat doing a little bit of catwalks.
Yeah. This is not on step yet. Okay, you ready? Thumbs up. This is where we start heading into a big wide open space. If wouldn't be brave enough to take this little boat across. We got to be getting to kind of right to where my nose is pointed, so it's a little bit of a stretch of wide open space that can get really swelly. There's an eagle on Eagle Nest Island. I don't think my camera's... you can kind of see him up there on that tree. That island I don't think has an official name. We just call it Eagle Nest Island because that's called scraggly tree. Always has an eagle on it. See, now we're right in the middle of the wide open. You can see there's no islands breaking any waves or winds coming from that direction for miles and miles and miles. Now that we've passed marker 2, I'm just going to give John a phone call and then he can come pick us up with the trailer. Yeah, we're pulling up to passing town now. It's crazy to think that John does this commute every single day to work. 30 to 40 minute boat ride. Not bad for time frame, but I guess if it's crazy wavy, it's a little bit different of a commute than most people are used to. There's downtown Larange. A little glimpse of it anyway. In a couple of months we'll be snowmobiling over this exact same spot. Dad waiting on us.
There's no dad.
There, we got her back on mainland. Little part of me is sad that boating season's over. My cool little boat. Back to the cabin we go. It's getting dark at 6:45 p.m. Oh, it's gonna be really hard for you guys to see, but there's a beautiful crescent moon out tonight.
Why is it orange? What? Oh, it's bleeding. It's making from.
All the kids have rushed down to the garden. We're gonna go harvest the carrots, and they're in a competition to see who can find the biggest carrot. What do you see? Oh, wow, are we gonna go sliding on that in the winter? Come on, let's go get some carrots. It's a beautiful day, so we've gotten through our homeschool as fast as we could. Come enjoy this weather. Oh, you guys are getting big ones. What? Let me show me your next one, Russell. Oh, Marley, come pick some carrots. You guys wait for your little sister.
I'm gonna pick them all.
Go pick them all. Let me see yours. Oh, you got it in the bowl. Oh, looking pretty good.
I'm doing this one.
Oh dear. Well, his hat was sticking out and he turned a little sad. Oh no. Oh, because he's a seed carrot. He's probably not going to taste that good either.
Oh, yeah, short one.
Oh yeah.
It's a short one.
Oh, we should do the biggest and the funkiest.
Mine.
Keep them in a pile. Oh, Jade, you better keep that in a pile. Oh, carrots are so fun. Oh, pull them out, Marley. Look. No, you got to go right down by their little feet. Oh, you got a good little stubby one.
Mom, my bowl is too tiny.
Get right down at the base and pull. See? Oh, you're getting good little ones. Little Marley-sized ones. Oh dear.
I got the skinniest
He didn't grow. So cute, yeah?
Well, want to have a relax on the chairs and watch the scenery?
Yeah, you can watch the scenery while I wash these carrots at the lake, but not right now. We've got to see who wins the competition. Okay, so the competition, well, the picking is all finished, and here's the results. This is Marley's longest, Marley's biggest, and Marley's funkiest. Moving on to Russell. Russell's longest, biggest, funkiest. Yeah, he's got a big one. Jade, this would be longest, biggest,
Oh, mine is so
funkiest. And where's Shells?
I have a lot.
Carrots everywhere. Longest, biggest, funkiest. Okay, results are in. Shale won funkiest, and Jade took home the prizes for biggest and longest. Okay, now to go down to the lake and freeze my hands off and wash them. Whoa, cool. Oh, they found the perfect little shady spot right by our bench. They're so neat. Look at my cool little pumpkin. She's doing so good. A ponytail? Oh dear. Gotta wash all our carrots now. Had a pretty good little harvest. Ooh, slipping on these rocks. Here's those guys. Bend to a safe spot. Why are your eyebrows looking like that? No, we're not having sleepovers. Oh, he's trying to convince me.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh,
Shale! These are my carrots.
there's camera takes it and then. Why did the crack? I can't get him. There's probably.
What? He sinks?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, you can get him over that
I
crack.
can't.
See, no
There's
Camry's gonna try and
crabs.
steal him.
Where's the carrot?
He got lost.
Oh.
The eagle. Why I had my phone out. Check this out. It's like kind of scraggle muffiny trees. And then beautiful, luscious colors right around my garden where I water all year. And then scraggle muffins again.
Dropping the carrot.
That is no coincidence. Our lack of water has made such sad trees this summer. And there's our carrot harvest for the year. Got some pretty decent sized ones in there. Into the fridge they go. It doesn't get much more beautiful than this out at the cabin. What a perfect fall day. It's just calm, it's warm. All the beautiful colors. The kids are really enjoying themselves. They're all playing mud pies right now and expanding on their little outside fort that they've been building. I'm really happy that we went through homeschool really fast this morning so that we can enjoy outside. I'm just chilling out on my little swing area that I like to hang out on and doing a little bit of editing. I figured I'd take this time to answer a little Q&A that I had last week. So someone had asked me a question. I don't know exactly what it was word for word. I probably should have wrote that down. But it was along the lines of where do I see the rest of our life as like an off-grid family being? What am I foreseeing our future to be like once the kids are older and all moved out, etc.? So like the following decades of our life, I guess. And to answer that, I think the first thing to talk about would probably be the homeschool situation. So I have decided that I'm going to homeschool all of my children until they graduate grade 8. And then from that point, they'll start traveling with dad because he's commuting every day to work anyway. So for grade 9, 10, 11, and 12, they'll go with dad to school for high school. Now, I chose the end of grade 8 because I thought that grade 9 would be a good transitional year for them before they start working on their credits for their high school diploma. I wanted them to kind of get into society. They can dabble their feet in getting an after-school job, extracurricular, all that type of stuff before they get into grade 10, 11, 12. Now, that's going to be on a situation basis. If things aren't working out, there's issues, it's just not working for whatever reason, I'm always here and they can come back home and we'll cross that bridge once we get there. But that is the tentative plan, is to send everybody off. For my eldest, that's coming pretty quickly. She just started grade 7, so she'll do grade 7 with me, grade 8 next year, and then poof, she's off into grade 9. She's going to go try that with dad. She'll be my little pioneer of the family. And my youngest just turned 3, so we're a few years away from everybody leaving my nest. Once the season of my life comes that my children have grown to be independent teenagers, I'm kind of piggybacking on the plan that I had in my life before we had even moved out here. So I don't know if any of you recall, in one of my very early videos, I had mentioned that I have my education degree. I got my degree when I was pregnant. I graduated when I was a couple months shy of having my first child. And I decided at that point in my life that I was going to stay at home with my kids. And to supplement income, I opened up a daycare. So that was my life for about 10 years, was doing daycare and raising my babies. Now, the plan was that I would do daycare until my youngest didn't really need me anymore, when they're kind of in that transitional part of their life. And I'm witnessing that with my two eldest girls. It's happening around age 9, 10. You know, like the age where, oh, we're brave to go play with our friends after school and we can come home off the bus and not really need mom to make us a snack or tell us we should probably be doing our homework before we start playing and whatever. That kind of little transitional, you're starting to get a little bit more independent. So I was going to wait until my youngest was in that stage of her life, and then I was going to go teach, because I am somebody that really enjoys giving my 110%. It's a positive thing. And then a not so positive thing about something I know about my personality type is I'm not so great at juggling. So I don't feel like I would be very great at juggling being a teacher and working full time and being a mom. Now, I know a lot of people do it, and my hat definitely tips to them. I couldn't even imagine. Like, I had a hard enough time doing daycare and running my own family. So that's absolutely amazing. And I do acknowledge the fact that I'm extremely lucky to have this as an option, right? A lot of people don't. Anyway, that's a completely different side note. So because I kind of like going full bore and giving her on whatever I'm doing, I would be one of those teachers that would be in at 7 in the morning and not leaving my classroom till 6 p.m. because teaching requires a lot of overtime. And I would definitely be one of those people that would give it the overtime. And I went the whole juggling thing. I don't think it would work so good. So I wanted to wait till my kids were older, and then I was going to go teach. Now, us being out here, that looks a little bit different, because once my children are done their homeschool era and they're all off into the mainstream and I'm just hunkering down at home by myself, I can't necessarily go and teach because I wouldn't be able to put the hours in I want, right? I'm dealing with dark on either ends. I can't just be boating in the middle of the night to and from work, or if there's snowstorms, waves, I can't be just weathered in all the time. It would be way too tricky, I think, to hold a career. But lucky enough, with an education degree, I can scratch that itch a little bit of missing children once they've all flown the coop by substitute teaching. So I think that's what the plan is going to be. Once the kids are off, then I'll probably just travel to and from with John here and there and do some subbing days. A part of me, now this is super spoiled, right? What I'm about to say, that a part of me grieves the fact that I may not ever have my own classroom, because I feel like that it's definitely a love, like a passion career that I was going to go into. I just love children to death. Little people, that's my jam, like from kindergarten pushing to grade 3. And I've imagined many a time having my own classroom and how much I'd love that. But like I said, I'd still be able to have little people in my life by getting my little hits here and there subbing. And then once that season of life is kind of over, it starts turning into retirement. And in terms of retirement, I think John and I would love to stay out here as long as our bodies can hack it. It's not the easiest terrain to deal with. Like, we're climbing up steep rocks, and it's an active lifestyle to keep up on chores, especially getting wood. But we've even discussed, if we're getting a little bit too old and our gathering wood days are behind us, maybe we'll get a little propane furnace out here. So I think we'd make little tweaks in order to make our lives more comfortable. But I think the main goal and the main dream is just to milk this lifestyle as long as physically possible. But I know by this point my video is probably getting pretty long and my upload power isn't that great, so I should probably cut it there. Thank you very much for your question. That was enjoyable for me. I enjoyed talking to you about that. If any of you have any other questions, or you'd interested about something, or you'd like me to talk about something or show you something, I am more than willing to hear those suggestions. That would be great. But I'm going to let everybody go there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.